Welcome to Pro Training Presents, your trusted source for professional insights and product know-how. In each episode, we highlight new products and proven solutions from leading manufacturers, all available through Viserys. It's all part of our commitment to informing, training, and empowering you with the knowledge to grow your business and confidently serve your customers. Let's take a closer look at what's new. EverSmart Rodent from MicroShare, software that makes sense of sensors.
Hello everyone, I am Charles Pommel, Chief Product Officer and one of the co-founders at MicroShare. We make the world's most effective remote monitoring product, EverSmart Rodent.
And I'm Tom Jackson, Chief Strategy Officer and the leader of our EverSmart data analysis practice. We're going to take you on a brief tour of our product's features and describe our quick self-deployment and customer support systems. We'll also highlight a few case studies that show how EverSmart Rodent has transformed our customers' business models, their pricing strategies, actually lowered their labor and material costs, even as quality of service provided has measurably improved.
Tom, that sounds like a great list to go through together. Actually, let me start with another list. I want to tell you about the 5 main benefits that our customers in the pest control industry have seen from using EverSmart Rodent. Firstly, we offer a system that is universal and works with every bait stations out there, and actually even non-bait. We also offer bundle alerts to make sure that we don't keep sending information over and over to the same technician. We offer an outside-of-the-box deployment for deeper understanding of the customer sites. We allow them to increase their revenue and price themselves better because of the innovation that they bring to their customers with 24/7 monitoring. And finally, we give them security and safety because our whole platform is cyber certified with a SOC 2 standard, which is really important for them being able to deliver to large commercial clients.
So universal sensor adaptability, what does that mean? In effect, EverSmart Rodent works in most existing bait stations and trap inventory, so you can leapfrog into the future without major capital expenditures. Our sensors have retrofitted the world's leading traps and bait stations in both Europe and North America, and our Deploy M app scans, connects, and maps your stations quickly and accurately. And we offer a library of how-to materials to show how to place sensors in a vast array of the most popular traps and bait stations.
That's great, Tom. So we can pretty much install the solution in any sensor baiting station that's out there. When it comes to sending alerts to technicians, we bring a lot of experience from 30 years of developing workflow systems. We like to say that our software, the EverSmart Rodent, makes sense of the sensor data to really make the technician more productive and not just send them a meaningless, endless stream of alerts. So we make sure that our AI-driven algorithm basically bundles alerts together based on the actual activity, based on the location, and makes it easy to go exactly where is needed from a technician point of view. We also spend a lot of effort on our false positive to identify patterns in the data that may or may not represent rodents. And finally, we also design to really defeat the behavior of adaptability that some rodents have, or sometimes the random penetration by insect or other debris that might come into the box.
Thanks, Charles. Now let's take a look at Advantage 3, outside the box deployments. Deploying EverSmart Rodent sensors outside bait stations will reveal traffic along rooftops, cross beams, in crawl spaces, and other difficult places. Our clients, including Aardvark Pest Control in the tough urban commercial environment of Philadelphia, and Adams Pest Control at the Mall of America in Minnesota, have used outside-the-box techniques to prove out where and when rodent activity is highest, to plan exclusion, baiting, and other actions. Dr. Bobby Corrigan, a microshare advisor, is using EverSmart sensors outside the box in New York City to monitor rodent activity in city buildings and the municipal sewer system.
Tom, you just mentioned exclusion. That is actually one of the many additional services that can help EverSmart Rodent customers increase their revenue. Whenever I meet a potential client for the first time, the first question they ask me is, how much does the technology cost? And I actually turn around and explain to them how much more revenue they're going to be driving for their business by using the technology. Because once you know when and where your rodent activity is happening on your customer sites, you can really start to change the game. You don't have to waste your technician's time going around a site and opening empty boxes, because the data tells you where the activity has been and where it has not. That time that you save allows the technicians more time to observe for other issues and find opportunity to upsell the customers, for example, with exclusion or with maybe additional pest services.
And Charles, we're going to talk about Advantage 5. This is a vital advantage that separates EverSmart from the pack. Our stable SOC 2 cyber certified connectivity and software platform. This allows your clients to be assured that hackers cannot use EverSmart Rodent's LoRaWAN system to access sensitive corporate information. Providing this high level of cyber defense can be the difference between winning and losing major multinational customers where cyber compliance and risk are a deadly serious business. Our LoRaWAN gateways create a plug-and-play ability to add new EverSmart features like leak detection, washroom feedback, or open-shut alerts.
Thanks, Tom. So we've now talked about the 5 advantages. Let's now talk about how easy it is to start with this technology. The first thing is you're going to order the hardware from Veseris. You can get the sensors, so they look something like this that I hold in my hand, and you get the gateway, which is the network hub that will transmit the data from all the sensors. The other thing, once you've subscribed to the software platform that Microshare provides, is you'll get a mobile app called DeployM, which will basically is very simple to install, allows you to scan each of the device, geolocate where it gets installed, and give you that very precise information going forward about the space that this device is monitoring.
Once those activated sensors are in the field, our EverSmart dashboards keep a constant watch on rodent activity of all of those sites, letting you know precisely how many times and precisely what times activity is taking place. The dashboards will meet most of your needs for tracking what's going on at your site. But even more exciting and intelligence can be gathered from a heat map view, which allows you to see actual activity by day of the week and hour of the day. And you can look at that through multiple time frames as well. Usually the best view is looking at that for a weekly period, but you can look at it over a 2 or 3 or 4 week period as well. But that time and date information, the time of day and the day of week, really allows your technicians to get great insight that they've never had before on the rodent activity at your sites.
You're right, Tom. I mean, the data in the dashboard is really, really useful to understand what's going on. A lot of our customers also use that to create compliance reports for their customers, to basically show the amount of monitoring that they do very easily, and have a much more thorough and deep data set available for the customers, again, to differentiate themselves from the non-digital pest controllers. There's obviously data in the dashboard, but of course we also provide alerts. This is something that is critical to when you're on the field, when you are, you're busy, you're not in the office, you just want to get notified when things are happening. So our algorithms constantly monitor the data, and you choose yourself within the Microshare portal who should get what information. So our algorithms monitor for specific alerts, patterns that we believe will be sign of rodent activity, and EverSmart Rodents will then notify the right person with the right data at the right time.
And here's how that works. Notifications of incidents and updates can be delivered as emails, SMS messages, or via mobile apps such as ReactM. Alternatively, they can also be integrated using APIs into other CRMs like Clipboard, WorkWave, FieldRoots, Capterra, Power BI, or IBM Maximo. Working with Aardvark Pest Management, we field tested EverSmart Rodent at two particularly difficult sites, an urban university campus cafeteria and the commercial kitchen in the city's largest hospital. The 9-week study reduced rodent activity at the campus cafeteria by 56% and at the hospital kitchen by 39%. As Marty Overline, Aardvark's founder, put it, "I'm just amazed by EverSmart Rodent. The results were a game changer."
That's great. Another example that we have comes from Europe, where we've proven EverSmart Rodent at a large scale with over 40,000 sensors deployed in just one country across Ireland by our customer Ellis Pest Control. The impact that they've had on their business from a revenue, a margin, and a labor saving point of view has been huge and convinced the company to expand their use of EverSmart Rodent to other divisions across Europe later this year. Elise also found that using EverSmart Rodent, they could reduce the amount of rodenticide they put on their customers' sites. They also reduced their emissions, which helped them win greater market share in larger commercial clients who take those emissions as part of their Scope 3 emissions.
So the question becomes, how difficult is this for folks in the field to deploy these sensors and get things up and running? We offer a full library of video onboarding guides and dashboard demos, and all the documentation you might need to understand exactly how to get the most out of your EverSmart system. These are easily accessible on our website, and we point you in that direction so that you can do your twinning, take a look at the dashboards and how that works, and connect your gateway to the sensors and facilitate the flow of data.
That's right. And that's all part of us trying to make technology simple. We know that all this new technology can be daunting, so we've really gone out of our way to make EverSmart Rodent the easiest to deploy and to use in the world, and to bring all of that wealth of information in a very simple to use technology. It's also worth noting that some major consultancies say the next 3 years we'll see an acceleration of remote monitoring and other sensor-based digital deployment for pest control. The big four, the Rollins, Rentokil, Ecolab, or Anticimex, for example, are leading the way, and they're using their own inferior proprietary remote monitoring systems to differentiate from the smaller customers and win major contracts. EverSmart Rodent is a chance for the rest of the industry to actually have a better solution to fight against the big guys.
So Charles, you were speaking about the big four. We actually see a major digital transformation taking place in the pest control industry, and that plays into the hands of large regional players and other PCOs across the country. This trend will bring huge benefits to them, and to customers and to public health. Demand for auditable pest control data from commercial customers in food production, pharma, healthcare, and hospitality is on the rise. The time is now to get digital or get left behind. As we mentioned, EverSmart Rodent and other EverSmart solutions are available on the Viseris website or through your Viseris rep, or you can reach out directly to Microshare and book a conversation by emailing us sales@microshare.io. We look forward to hearing from you.
EverSmart Rodent, no rat left behind.
Visit viseris.com for more information on EverSmart Rodent. Like and subscribe to be notified when new videos are posted.